Yo, 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 what's good, boys? What's good, boys? Um, Welcome back to another recap of the trades I took. So today is Saturday, and yesterday I couldn't record the video because I had to work my 9 to 5 job, and so I traded from my phone, but I still took some trades, and I want to show you guys. So don't mind this. This is a game. This is a finals soccer game of two teams from the country I'm from. So this is the actual trades I took over here. So today is the 23. This is the 0522. So I'm gonna be there in a bit. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up too. My portal. I don't want to bother you guys too much, but I just want to show you guys also my freaking my also lucid, so y'all can see I'm not fucking lying too. Um, okay, so here it is. Let me pull it up here too. Okay, so I'm going. Sorry, I cannot show you guys my executions for today's recap, just for the simple fact that as soon as the day ends, also the execution ends, and I cannot show them to you guys. But that's what I have the lucid trading dashboard, so I can show you guys that how much I actually made and lost. So yeah, let's get started. So this was my first trade today. This is the trade I took yesterday, Friday. So here I am explaining. This was my first trade at the time I took the trade. So we had set opening range high and opening range low. That at the time I took that trade, I think it was like 947, 948. So what I saw is, um, at the time I took the trade, we retested a 930 VWAP and higher day VWAP. 930 VWAP is the blue line, higher day VWAP is the purple line. So as you can see right here, during we were creating the opening range high and low, we made a new high of day. Okay, we were also above previous day's high. We were previous day New York Open was way down here, and we had just rejected like two like a lot of times, and from start of day BWAP, which is anchored to the 18 time, which is when the day starts, and we had been above this BWAP uh overnight. So I guess buyers were in control, and overall we were making new higher highs. So overall bullish on the trend. So I think it didn't make any sense for me to short this at the time, but now that I am seeing, like maybe if I had waited here a little bit and then as I had seen this fucking retest over here of the BWAP never closing above, making a new lower low, then maybe the shorts could have been valid. But I was already with my longs idea, so I just had to, wait for it and then until my stop loss got hit. I think my stop loss was all the way down here at the orb low. It was not here. I just, set it this like that. But yeah, so the only thing I didn't wait for this time for this trade is the orb high, the opening range high didn't get taken. So maybe if we had done something like boom, come up here, take this high, and go all the way here and then come back down, retest the BWAP and something like that. Then take a long somewhere right here, stop us at the low, something like that. Maybe I think it would have been a little bit better of a trade. As you can see, ES here was about to take that orb high, about to, didn't take it. It's just probabilities, I guess. And then went down to that opening range low. So that was my first trade. Um, Second trade, uh, kind of the same idea. So still the same stuff. We took opening range low. I thought we made the high right here. We tested, made a new higher high, still above previous day's high. This is, like the indicator, I created uh, from Cloud Code, as y'all know. And then I tried the longs again, stop loss at the low, and then target opening range high. I got taken out. simple as that. My thought was we took our blow. Buyers got price above start of day VWAP. I take my long, and I am waiting for buyers to also take 930 and higher day VWAP, but we make a new lower low and get taken out. I guess the only mistake I did here, and I guess it costed me the loss of this trade, was that I traded against my VWAPs. So if I had only waited for more confirmation, and that confirmation being to close above VWAPs, meaning buyers are not in control, even if it meant a little bit of a worst entry, or less profits, but a way more higher probability trade. I think that was the best thing I could have done. So the best thing I could have done was to avoid the second trade, just let it play out a bit more, or even as when I saw opening range low get taken, maybe try a short once we tested the start of the VWAP and a stop loss maybe above this high, just so we I had given this trade enough room for it if it wanted to retest these two VWAPs and then just target previous structure, which is this low. I think that was a better trade. So either avoid way more confirmation for the upside because I was leaning more bullish for Friday, or take the shorts and do something, a little bit, do tweak my trade a little bit, like lowering my risk size, just because I'm going against my, kind of like the bias and the structure, and I'm just relying on the VWAPs at this time, something like that. So either the shorts right here and stop loss above this high, or maybe even this high, or just an opening range high by way lower risk, or just wait for more confirmation, or just wait overall for we to close above all three VWAPs so I can take the long again. But I took this loss, right? Here came a mistake I did, and I 100% accept it, and I noted it here. So I said I immediately reversed my position and added more to make back losses. I know this was stupid. I went in with too much risk. Usually when I'm taking these trades, I'm taking them with 1 micro, 2 micros, 3 micros max. Here I put it in a whole fucking mini at 10 micros. As soon as price started displacing below this low, I throw my stop loss all the way from here to here to here to here, and it took me out on the next candle, which started reversing all the way up. So I made back, I think, like $300. With my second trade, I was down like what, like 650, $700, right? Because those stop loss are like 100-point stops, 70-point stops, with 2 to 3 micros. That's like $400 loss. So if you want to go higher risk on NQ, you have to go with maybe like a higher account size or just tighter stops. But I just think that tighter stops are not it for me, in my personal opinion. And I'm just trying out 25Ks in the meantime. So I'm going in. The only option I have is going in. The only option I have, if I want to go with more wider stops, is just lower my contract, size. So I went in with 10 micros. I know that's stupid, like one move up right here, which easily could have happened, or another retest of these VWAPs, which easily could have happened. I would have end up blowing my account. I think I was like what, $300 away from blowing my account, and at the time, that this had no drawdown at all. So I tried my stop loss. I closed it for like $300, and so at this time when I closed this trade, I only was down 280. So this is my mistake. I think second trade and third trade could have easily been avoided. Um, and would have only had to lead to I would only had to deal with the first loss. So with one loss, I would have been good. Just looking for another trade. So second and third trade could have been avoided most likely. Yeah, I know for a fact it could have been avoided. And this is my fourth trade. Okay, now this is what I was looking for on the second trade, which is the double break trade. So with opening range high is set, opening range low is set, we take opening range low, we retest one time, two times, and at the third time we do the double triple break trade, whatever you want to call it. So we close above the start of the VWAP again. We close above freaking higher day VWAP, near VWAP. I enter my long position right here once we make new once it goes above this new previous candle's high, I take it. Stop loss at the low right here. And then this is with I think 2 micros max. And then as price was going up right here, my target was an opening range high. And then this move down freaked me out. I closed it, and then with this win, I made back almost all of my losses and ended up the day a negative 35. But then, as you can see, as soon as I, I, as soon as I closed my position because of fear, price immediately went up, made a new high, and I think it consolidated here for like 20 to 30 more minutes until it took orb high. But at the end, a target would have been taken. Um, and yeah, even if I had set my stop loss down to these lows or to break even, I think I would have been chilling. But I think when I went down, said, "Fuck it, I'll just take my profits and I'll accept a win and I'll accept just a small red day, which negative $35 is not like a big deal." So as you can see right here, this is my trading dashboard and this is the 22. Today is that 23, as you can see over here. So $35 and let me see. Cannot show you. So 50% win rate. As you can see, I lost 2 trades and I won 2 trades. So the small short with 10 micros win, the last trade, the long win, and the first long and second long loss. So I think let me see. Win duration 22 minutes, loss duration. I don't think there's PNL low 660. There you go. So that's how much I went down. And the PNL high is negative 35, quantity 16 micros. So I think 2 micros plus 2 micros plus 2 micros on 3 trades, that's 6, and 3 micros on the third trade, that's 10. That's 10 plus 6 equals 16 micros. Um, and yeah, I think I cannot do anything else. There's no a calendar here that I can fucking event. Um, nope. There's nothing I can do here to show you guys. So yeah, I think that's it for today. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and like, so I can get famous. So thank you guys.